What's up, Ultra Buddies? Zero is here. We got a new triple R. This, double R's, or I guess single rares and triple R's. Really exciting stuff for the Zero. That'll be our second. Is that our second double rare?
Yeah, or triple rare, but yeah.
Triple rare, yeah. Triple rare. Second triple rare. First one was Soul's Deed. Now we have Zero. Let's just jump into it. There's two cards, a Power Type Zero level 2, kind of classic 9,000, 7, 9, 14 is pretty common. But this ability, double, when this character enters play, if you have a Zero with speed type, you can draw a card. And then we'll fast forward to this one, which is basically the same but flipped. It's a speed type, but if you power draw a card, absolutely crazy, right? Like, I think just level 2s that draw cards is very few and far between. Even though there's a bit of a condition, these cards are crazy. But we'll come back to these because you all want to get to the big. You all want to see the big boss, right? That's what we're here for. This Ultraman Zero triple rare. Why don't you read the effect for us?
Yeah, so we have the triple rare. So this one, you may give one of your Zero with type power plus 2,000, and you may give the battle opponent of one of your Zeros with type speed minus 2,000. You can just think of it as we're getting plus 2,000 for two different lanes, one for power 0, one for speed 0.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, so it's good that this is a basic type, so they can't really affect itself, or else it would be way too crazy. But it is a double or triple, which is classic Zero. I think it works pretty flexible. This card, I don't know what to think about it offhand because there's not a lot of power and speed types. I mean, we're obviously getting some new ones, but it's a little bit of a foray into a different typing than our existing Zeros.
Now, I'm trying to remember, was there another Zero that would give a Zero type power?
There is. So let's just talk about that, and then we'll come full circle.
Come back.
So this is a new Ultimate Zero, double or triple. When this character enters play, you can give one of your Zero type power for this turn to give the character plus 1,000 BP. Now, this is a 12,000, 16,000, which is not great, but it is a speed type.
But it is speed, and you can use this speed to trigger your other draw effect, drawing another card. That's worth it. You have the plus 2,000 you can get from the other, or your minus 2,000 from the other one. This can give your triple R Zero type power, and then it can buff itself up to 19.
Or you could give it's one, so it doesn't say another of your Zero. You can give itself power type, and then 1,000 as a double, so it's 13, and then double boost. Effectively 17, which is pretty cool.
Wait,
that's a play.
Sorry, which one? This one?
As a double? Yeah, so you can play this one as a double, give it self power type, so it's power and speed, and then double dip on the triple rare.
Yes, so that you can do.
It's like a 15 and a minus 2.
16
as a 12.
And itself. Yes.
Then it becomes a 15, and then you minus 2 the opponent.
Yes. Yeah. So that's
no. But if it was a triple on it, it's crazy. Yeah. Okay. There's some. There's
something. We also have, I think, the G scene that would give type power, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing,
but it's a little tricky.
I'm not saying we should play Zero and G Beyond, but it exists. There are these cards that give types, and this is a lot about setting up your lanes and your types. I do worry, like, talking about all these different cards now, is it going to be like the older or newer Rosa Blue rares where you have to do like Rosa Blue. Now you're going to have to do like speed power in order to make sure you're getting those draw effects?
Yeah, it'll be kind of tricky. I think going back to the draw effects, I'm excited and maybe scared of these, but at the same time, for the fact that you can play like a draw level 1 in lane 1, and then lane 2 you can go like a 2/1/2 doubles, and then draw 2. Like you play one of each, and then you draw 2. Like that's like when I play
really good
like mono arc, like having like going for like a double 1/2 kind of play with 10, like it's like 10 level 1s and like 16-ish, 12 to 16 level 2s. That play comes together a lot more than you might think, and especially if you're able to like draw 2 off of it. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, no, getting it. I'm curious to see what the boards look like when you don't have that perfect 1-2 turn 2. If you start like leaving behind like that newly revealed level 3 where you leave a 12k power type on the field or speed type on the field just so you get that extra draw. It can be easy to misplay and like, oh, I want that extra draw. Let me play a power type, and then that power type kind of just loses its lane.
That's true. It's it almost is going to give it a little bit of that like ghoul pre-planning vibe.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I want to leave some speed types open. I want to, leave some power types open so that I can get the activates on my triple rare. Where did it go?
Yeah.
So that it'll be really interesting. I'm
there's a lot.
I was a little hesitant, but then when I realized this one can do itself, it actually opens up a lot of interesting plays where like you could kind of do this before with like just the arm types, but like if you did the ultimate zero, the old triple rare in lane 1, and then you had this one as a double in lane 2, and then this one a double as lane 3, then it's like kind of like 17, 17, 18. Pretty reasonable.
It's, I mean, so when we first saw the uncommon out, we were all kind of questioning like something. It was missing something. We knew something had to be coming around this because it was very weird effect giving zeros type power, and now it all makes sense. Going back to the card, also, even this one, like where we were saying this could be a weird, awkward lane where you leave a 12k just to get the speed type out on the field. Don't forget, now Zero does have the level 4, so you can always fix this 12k back into a 17k triple effectively, and there's a lot you can do here. So, like the existence of level 4s means a lot for these type of cards.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty crazy.
And
this is actually another like, I mean, it might be a little too combo complicated, but like with all these power ups and downs, like this gives you even more possibilities to just like straight up beat a Zeton if you're worried about a like mono deck.
Yes, yeah. I still feel like it's probably
not worth trying.
It's not worth because you have to invest like 4 cards in one lane just to beat a single Zeton. Like, I'm pretty sure if you have those 4 cards that could beat a Zeton, you could play them in another lane or 2 lanes.
That's true.
Windows, but it's nice to have that option. Opponents might not be expecting it. We have the level 4s out here that let you do crazy things. You could play a single, or maybe you play the double of that. What do you call it? The 12k, but then with the level 4 zero, if you have another lane that's building that becomes a 16k, and then you have your other zero, and now it becomes an 18k off of like a new double lane. There's a lot of effects going on. You're gonna need to keep. I'm glad they're making official markers. I think to go with the ultra deck.
We're gonna need them. We're gonna need those soon. One other thing that I do think will be really important to think about, especially with the new zero, with mainly with the new zero, but like also we're going to start keeping things in mind, which is like what other decks are coming out to. Is I would say zero has probably arguably the best round 4 scene in the game. That gives every zero plus 2,000.
Yep.
So if you're able to kind of, you might not be able to play the long game, but like now with the level 2s, you get more draws. You might be able to stall things out a little bit. If you can get there, I feel like zero is a deck that can easily grab lead on lane 4.
Yes.
And then you hit a plus 2,000 on everything combined with one of these on plays. It's definitely gonna be a blowout turn. But also it will be interesting to see, like zero will probably get a new scene, and how will it interact with some of these cards, because it's going to be really interesting. Because alongside this one, there's also the level 2 from BPO1 that gives all your characters type power or speed.
Wait, I thought it was all your opponents.
Oh, it's all your opponents.
Yeah, it's your opponents. But I mean, it's still, there's a lot of type changing. Speaking of type changing, what we might see is more Belial decks who are going to use the Jeet identity to screw up your combo.
True.
No, I take that back. That's an activate.
It would be an
These
activate.
are on place, so
it might be a tricky way to like play around the 0 Blazar type build. But we'll see if that even makes sense. Like it with these guys, it really feels like mono 0 is the way.
Yeah, maybe throw in a couple for something cheeky, but there's enough 0 cards. 0 has like I think 3 triple Rs now. We've got a bunch of double Rs. We got like
I think it's 2. I think it's just Ultimate 0 and this new guy.
If you count the starter deck 0, that's
I don't really count the starter.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. Sure.
That's still a good amount, and you have solid singles. You have level 2s that give you a draw. Like you have the full package now, and the level 4. That's I think going to tie into all of this really nicely if you're doing a mono deck.
So that actually brings me to my other point, which I think I sent you a message. I'm scared because it seems like 0 is getting a triple rare, and 0 also has a quad rare, and that scares me because it means that the other quad rares or triple rares might also be pairs. So
there's nothing off the table with like, oh, you got a triple rare, you can't get it level 4. Well, now you know that you could get either one.
So I'm scared that it's going to be 5 characters, 5 ultras getting both triple rares and quad rares, which makes me feel like the other decks might have a hard time keeping up with that. So I'm scared about that, but I'm also excited about that because I found Booster Set 4 a little frustrating to like practice with because there were so many decks, and like we still haven't even explored really everything. And there's definitely a lot of fun decks that I feel like I can't even spend time on them because there's so many decks that like I gotta like figure out.
Because we haven't gotten to all the fun decks. There are decks that have been winning Galaxy Cups in Japan that we haven't even touched. At all. Like there's Mono Orb, and I want to say it was Orb Ginga, or it was another Orb variant. It was Orb something, and
there was a Mebius Orb that I saw.
It might have been Mebius Orb, yeah. So in like last week's list, I saw Orb at least in 2 different types of decks. So and we haven't touched it all. So
and then like Belial stopped seeing any wins at all, pretty much in Japan. I still think it's like one of the better decks, but then also we don't really have ball time here, so it's different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. But yeah, no, I think. I mean, anything else to say for this card specifically, or 0?
I think I'm good on the 0s. I'm curious what we'll see from the rest of our triple Rs. I think like when I have regional, the first card they revealed was X. I was like, oh my god, give X another triple rare so I can like make my X deck even better. And because like I thought I've had a lot of fun playing the X Kaiju deck, and I'd like to see that go a little bit farther. But now I'm kind of feeling like they're going to pair up the QRs and the triple rares, which is a little scary.
Even a really good double rare can do wonders. Like Ginga Victory got a big buff, and we didn't even get any Ginga Victory triple rares in this set. It was really just a bunch of really solid double rares that work together. So
it's one of the best.
But before we move on to that next card, speaking of support, I'm very curious to see if with this card, because I know you're not familiar with all the characters. So we have Dyna here. So we might get more Dyna. We have Cosmos who hasn't been released yet. I think he was on the early promotional art. So he's the one on the right.
Okay.
So this could be hinting we get this character this set. It's been a long time. I'm trying to even remember what actually happened in the special, but I think this was a movie or a special with 0. And the 2 forms he has, like the power one and the speed one, both of these characters, Dyna and Cosmos, have like a blue power type or fighting type red and a blue speed or like Luna miracle type. So these 2 types are kind of him inheriting those powers. Watch a special for all the rest of the lore and whatnot, but and so he's already, I think we've already seen Dyna support, or we'll get to that soon.
We saw Dyna support last week.
Yeah, so it's leaning to this being. Yeah, so that might be the new character. Okay. I mean, it kind of makes sense if you're building a lot of set around this, so we'll have to wait and see.
Okay, that's some good ultra tidbits. That'd be pretty interesting. To see if we get Cosmos. I mean, they've been. You got to add a few characters.
Yeah. There's still a couple characters we haven't seen. So
yeah, so that'll be interesting because if they add a new character, they probably don't add it without a triple rare, and that means there should be like some offset on the triple rares and QRs. Anyway,
they could give you could get a new character for the full package, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Okay, let's move on. I think we've been talking about Zero for a long shot, but that's also kind of because the rest of the reveals this week are a little bit lackluster. We've got Ultraman Dyna. I mean, it's a good card. It BP grade increases from with the arm type or hazard type as a single or double. So you kind of get to double dip, like good versus kaiju, good versus arm.
But I'm gonna cope the here. Hazard list.
I mean, the hazard is not very good.
The hazard list is like, I don't
they
think
all
going
lose the basic type anyway, right?
They well no, but even like there's stuff like Dynazol who are like or Mephisto, and they're all either 10k or 15k.
Yeah,
like the difference between 11 and 14, there's not a lot of cards where that actually like that alone wins.
Well, the thing is, like, it's a single too. So as a single, it's an 11, which I think matters.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah. The singles, as a double, like so, this is a weird one to play as a double.
Yeah,
but it is a good single. Yeah, and it would beat most of the hazard singles. So, I missed that one.
So like the level one, we'll have to see. Like went up to 9,000 power and then just lose anyway.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So. But yeah, I mean it's good. I'm gonna cope here. Like hazard, anti-hazard means maybe more kaijus. Maybe like I can upgrade the Belial deck a little bit more. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's one of the QRs.
Maybe.
Okay. Cope aside, we got an Ultraman Gaia here. Double, when this character enters play, you can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the discard. And if you do, give one of your Gaia or a Ghoul plus 1,000 for each a Ghoul you discard. Thoughts?
I like it. It's weird because in the level 2 slot, there's only so much room, and if you want this to give you more power, like up to plus 2,000, you want more ghouls in your deck.
Yeah,
but a lot of the stronger decks are Gaia heavy right now, so you might at most get plus 1,000. Could come in handy, but hard to say. That being said, though, I do like the fact that you're actually discarding 2 cards because we have the level 3 bounce Gaia that lets you pull a card from discard, and right now it's only scene searches or the level 1s that put things there. But if you have this, just a couple more discards gets you a free draw, like that can really get that card going.
That's true. So, yeah, sometimes you're like kind of locked because you have that card, but you can't get anything back, and it feels a little bad.
Yeah.
But you have to play it anyway, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So. Yeah, I can see it. I just it's like it's just there to discard cards, which I don't love. But we'll see.
It's there. I mean, it's probably a third pick level 2 right now after the scene search and the bouncing one. So. It's either this or the 12k, and I kind of like the 12k level 2, but
12k is pretty nice.
I can make a case for if you're throwing in more Gaias, this can fit.
All right, let's move on. We got a few Nexus cards.
Yep.
Scene, if you have the Nexus activate once per turn, give it 1,000 BP, send the scene to the discard. It's round 1. It's pretty reasonable. Nothing like insane. It does like get you a scene and discard pretty easily to set up for like a Nexus. So I think like for me, I see like the main play that this happens is like you want to play your Nexus, but you don't have a scene to replace your scene, and your opponent doesn't have a scene in play. So the turn before you can play this and then discard it, and it feels okay.
I mean, if you're doing a Nexus heavy deck, like normally if you're doing Nexus Blazar or Nexus Z or I don't know, there's something with their own scenes, you probably end up wanting to play one of those. But if you're playing like a mono Nexus or a Nexus heavy deck, or someone who doesn't actually have like good low level scenes, this is a good option. Like even Tiga Nexus, I feel like you could actually throw some of these in.
Yeah, actually I could see that.
Like Legend of the Stone, okay, and then there's the but you have to wait till
Tiga support.
More Tigas, but in a Tiga Nexus, like if you want to play that Nexus combo, you need that scene and discard, and it takes a while to get that if you're playing Legend of the Stone.
Makes sense. All right, there's one of the Nexus. It gains power versus arm type. It's hard to talk about these things. And there's
good to have another victory.
This is the first victory we see from this set, so that is a little exciting. We'll see some more victory stuff. This is definitely an upgrade to the deck that I have right now. I think right now I'm playing like the 8,000, 10,000 victory, but having something that's speed type and can benefit from the scene is really good. So and like that's already a strong deck. So we'll see where it can go with a little bit more juice. That's it. That's all our cards. Thanks for watching, I guess. I'm really excited to see what's next. This Zero deck has me a lot more excited than I think when I first saw the card, and now talking through it together is like, yes, let's play Zero.
Zero is definitely going to be a one you're going to want to get a play set of, especially if you like Zero. Put together something crazy.
And these guys too, like just, I don't know, you're going to be able to draw a lot of cards, and that's always a feels good thing to have a lot more options.
Specifically for any deck with level 4s, you're going to want that extra draw to make up for that. Like, you lose a little bit of consistency by having a 4th level in your deck. The extra cards will help, I think, counteract that.
Oh, for sure. All right, we'll leave it at that. Look forward to, I don't know, next week. I can't even imagine what we're gonna get next week.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get a level 4. Maybe we get just a double R.
Yeah, we've had two triple rares and 2 quad rares so far. So it can go either way now. I'm excited. I don't even know what I want more of. I want to see more X cards. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have another reveal recap next week. I think we're also going to be kind of doing a Deco Trigger kind of showcase. So look forward to that. And we'll see you around. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye.